Виталий Васильев, здорово. Присонар, здравствуй. Да, это игра. И для игры нажимаем любую клавишу, нажимаем новая игра. Да. Дратути всем. Кошмарно нам не дают, так что на нормальном пойдем. Стивен Кинг как-то написал, что кошмары не подчиняются логике. Не стоит пытаться их объяснить. Это то, что уничтожает поэзию страха. Я, наверное, читать лучше не буду. Лучше читайте сами. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. Писатель Алан Уэйк. Читать не буду, потому что не могу. But this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Не могу просто потому, что он меня перебивает. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. Вчера ребенка сбили, сегодня какого-то мужика. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Там же нет ничего. Suddenly, his body was gone. Какого-то призрака, короче, опизделил. Угу. Посмотрите вверх на источник света. Инвентировать управление нет. Можно изменить. Угу. The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere. Радиатор пробило, машина ни к черту. Окей. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there. Ну, как бы. Me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? Драться не могу. Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama. You're in this story. You missed your deadline. Мыслишь? Shift, чтобы уклониться от нападения. Ага. Чё тебя все время так что-то его все время к земле клонит, и я не понимаю, когда я уклоняюсь. Это у ворот типа, или это надо? Ладно. Если нажат, ну что тебе? после GTA очень непривычно. Потому что я привык, что камера сзади. Здесь камера получается плывет слева, рядом. Он меня уже тоже ждет. Нахрен тебя, тут какая-то хрень творится. А можно выключить? А или я все глаза должен найти? Нужно, но только дверь не открывается. Вот это не открывается.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Ах, вот оно чё.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
Нет, не понимаю.
Follow my light.
Ну, так уж и быть.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness
Это его
is
штырит.
dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy.
Да, где там пистолет, да? Отлично. Это ж сколько он должен это?
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
А может не надо? Может ты меня вытащишь из этого сна?
A terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth. You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you.
Эй. А лут с них падает, интересно? Заяц, здорово. Ну это вот нечестно. Ну, конечно. Вроде. В смысле, вроде. У меня, походу, не все сообщения в чат приходят. Да, давненько не был. А, еще и батареи закончились. Шикарно, что. Ну, я тоже, можно сказать, что не играл. Я когда ее купил где-то лет 7 назад, я вот где-то вот на вот этом моменте, собственно, и закончил. А почему? А, что, так можно было, да? Ну, классно, конечно. Роман Романович, здорово. Дела, огонь. Почему с них лук не падает? Тут мне не совсем понятно. Ну, как бы где мне батарейки брать, патроны? И что, он просто упал, да? Да что, дом упал? А, это бочка. Ну он как-то очень неохотно бежит. Это кто-то в кирпичную стену стучит. Жопа Алана Вейка. Классно. Действительно, самое безопасное место.
Shh, baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Я, кстати, еще узнал, что у меня, кажется, есть игра по Агате Кристи. Так что тоже в ближайшее время поиграю.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman.
Это она
I want a
вибрирует.
shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
А, чё, стырить нечего, да? А, позировать для...
Alan, before he missed the shot.
Ну давай, давай. Где мне? Здесь вот встать, что ли? Что я должен сделать?
Come on, Killjoy. For me, please. Pretty please.
Как? Как я должен ей позировать? Я готов. Давай, ну вот он, вот я на люк встану. Здесь вот метка какая-то желтая. Или куда я? Вот сюда должен встать?
Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a
Опять его
lovely
колбасит.
wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Все, нафоткалась?
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right.
Погнали.
Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone
По малине
now.
No,
везут.
Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Я пассажир же, да? Да.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Спасибо, что поехал со мной, и я тебя люблю. Где связь?
Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Дорогой
I'm looking
Лень.
for...
Wake. Alan Wake. Oh God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cut from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Подвинь тележку-то.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Кстати, да.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Даже толкал не знаю. А, это женский. Угу.
Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Мы в рот все время открыт.
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Я, конечно, понимаю, что игра старая, все такое. Но... А, ну сейчас нормально. В кат-сценах почему-то у Алана Вейка всегда рот открыт. Всегда скалится.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians.
Отстань, пожалуйста.
Waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his...
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place?
Дали непонятно какие-то ключи.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Bad man here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Показаны вот эти вот все пейзажи и как бы тонкий намек на то, что смотрите, какая у нас охеренная графика. Но это выглядит достаточно смешно.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
И в том.
Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Ведь есть, действительно есть люди, которые боятся темноты.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights.
Так, свет где-то здесь.
Sure thing. I'm on it. Hello? Anyone here?
Да, походу, кто-то есть. Вот кто-то ходит. А где свет-то включается? А, включить питание. А где включить питание-то? Так, это вниз. Спуск.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
А где питание-то включается? Как бы обычно где-то снаружи, либо в подвале. Но в подвал меня не пускают. Не, ну оно в теории, конечно, может быть наверху, но это маловероятно.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Это жесть.
The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Так, кажется, мне нужна помощь. Помощь зала. Он просто ходить может? Может. А, метка есть.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
There's probably a fuse box or a generator in the shed.
No.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
The island had once been the... It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy
Не,
here.
я не провод генератора увидел, я увидел желтую точку на радаре.
Maybe it would be that
Вон она,
again.
видишь, где в левом верхнем углу, там вон радар, и на радаре желтая точка, я вот на нее побежал. Ну как бы у нас в России обычно щитки стоят вот где-то вот на фасаде дома, вот типа как здесь вот оно стоит, вот это вот. Что это такое? Счетчики, что ли? Вот обычно так же стоит. Ну, может быть вот где-нибудь вот здесь, вот может быть на веранде тоже щиток. Иногда бывает, что при входе внутрь заходишь и сразу здесь вот стоит щиток. Или в... Ну, в американских домах зачастую в подвале. Но меня не пускают в подвал. Тоже знал, что у них здесь своя подстанция. С генератором и плюшками.
Well, hello there.
Dead by Daylight. Тоже хочу поиграть. Не, она у меня, кстати, есть. О, порнушечка. Раздевайся дальше. Давай, я жду. У нее такое лицо, как будто хер ты чего дождешься.
Surprise!
Alice, what is this?
Ты не знаешь, что такое печатная машинка?
Damn, Alice, you... Everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me.
Элис, штанишки поменять надо уже. Опять у него рот не закрывается.
Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! No! What the hell?
Alan! Help me! Alan! No!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Может быть.
Alice?
В начальной катсцене у него постоянно был открытый рот. Причем открыт не так, что просто вот приоткрыт, а так, что и нижние и верхние зубы было видно прям отчетливо. Будто бы скалился.
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Ну да, рано раздеваться начала.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
А, так это мы на тачке... В смысле? Тут все, больше ничего нельзя посмотреть. Тачка висит в воздухе. Здесь переднее колесо в воздухе. Здесь переднее колесо в воздухе. Под тачкой ничего нету. Ох уж эти старые игры.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Панча-панца, кстати, здравствуй. Как мы здесь оказались, я понять не могу. Мы же были дома.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Бля, значит, и на нас сейчас... Так. А вы нашли страницы рукописи, можете посмотреть их, нажав кнопку F5. F5 это, по-моему, быстрая загрузка, не? Или это быстрое сохранение? Сейчас, ребят, минутку, я немножко ложкой по чашке погремлю. Ну вот и все, я, по-моему, погремел. Можно играть дальше. Не, кстати, для старой игрушки, в принципе, графика достаточно неплохая. Ну, контрольной точки достигли. Все хорошо.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Ну, там что-то лежит. Кто-то лежит, а взять нельзя. Не сильно мне туда и хотелось. А, ну здесь локация сделана так, что хрен пройдешь. А зачем здесь тогда огораживать забором? Они ж могли забором оградить вот так вот до скалы. И вполне себе такой хороший кусок земли забрать. Чувствую, сейчас здесь жопа будет, да?
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Square. Carl Stucky. Pleased to meet you. Premium.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Так, Джек Николсон в сиянии. Но пистолет есть, фонарик есть. Патроны для револьвера. Батарейки.
Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill.
А, позвать на помощь.
Yes.
Rightful sheriff station.
Hello?
Позвали.
This is bad.
Вместе с бульдозером сиганул, что ли? Ну ладно. Так, погоди.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hope Stucky had suffered the same fate.
Надеюсь, что Стаки постигла та судьба, но оставаться и выяснять я не... Ну да.
I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Мне бы бензопилу взять.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Так, чё, куда? А, вон туда. Там была тема, что мне надо оставаться на свету для того, чтобы полностью восстановить запас здоровья. Но... А я не могу постоять на свету своего же фонарика. Ну, в лицо себе посветите и постоять. А еще говорят, что писатели безобидны. Ну как так-то, а? Тони Версетти, небось, понимает всю боль происходящего. Главный герой не умеет плавать.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Мне специально много батареек дают, да? Сейчас какая-то жопа будет. Ах ты ж. Ну-ка иди сюда. Уже сволочи, они еще какими-то где-то находят топоры, еще и накидаются. Но здесь по-любому бульдозер, туман. Этот, ну, здесь, короче, жопа будет. А мне вообще не туда, мне вон туда.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
В смысле, такая... Ты же можешь прыгнуть, зацепиться и тянуться. Не?
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Где-то должен был находиться генератор. Наверное, где-то вот там, да? Нет, не там. Где-то вот там. Вон он светится. Бля, еще вас тут не хватает. Шикарно. Так, а что, может здесь... Да, вот здесь, может, лут какой. О. А, у меня полная хп, да? Угу. Так, ну давай взять страницу. Это... О, ружье. Ружье, это хорошо. А что, и все, что ли? Ни батареек, ни... Что это такое? Чай? Кофе. Угу. Что, стрелочками, что ли? Ну ок. Сейчас странно как-то. Управление, то есть по сути надо было, ну, как бы так сказать, для того, чтобы перемещать погрузчик, там надо было нажать вниз, а нет. Вот то, как он ехал, это надо было нажать вправо. Тогда он ехал вниз.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now.
Еще одна страничка.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no curves. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Снег? Не, пока снег не идет. Холодно, конечно, пиздец как, но снег не идет. У нас вроде отопление потихонечку сейчас дают. Наркоманы чертовы. Полным ходом. Ну, я думаю, у нас тоже сейчас скоро пойдет, потому что я вообще заметил, в последнее время идет какое-то смещение этого. Смещение климата, то есть если раньше, ну вот когда я был еще мелким, зимой было холодно и был снег. Летом было жарко и было солнышко. Сейчас оно как-то вот смещается. Получается, что зимой как бы и не холодно, в общем-то, ну по меркам зимы, а летом не особо-то и жарко по меркам лета. Вот оно как-то смещается. Я не удивлюсь, если там лет через 20-30 у нас зимой будет лето, а летом будет зима. Ну, как-то так. Батарейки Energizer, кстати. Не очень хорошие батарейки. Ну, как бы, если сравнивать цена-качество. Что это такое? А что это? А, это стрелочка такая. Угу. Так, стрелочка показывает вот туда. Теперь вот туда.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Ну, в целом неплохо. Отопление бы дали побольше, а то... Но сейчас из-за того, что играю, как-то в комнате потеплее стало. За ночь, пока не играешь, такой дубак становится. С утра сидишь, ну там как с утра. Почему лут с них не падает? Хочу лут собирать. Компьютер как обогреватель. А еще когда сервера по арку были запущены, так у меня вообще тут жара была. Я мог вполне сидеть в комнате, грубо говоря, в одних трусах и при этом потеть как снегурочка.
Immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. Indeed. In Night Springs.
Наука дарует бессмертие тем, кто служит... Что? Сегодняшняя серия — квантовое самоубийство. Если наши судьбы уже записаны, требует смело, чтобы изменить сценарий.
Is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here.
Многомировую интерпретацию квантовой механики.
Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation.
Так у нас тоже нету отопления. Они как бы тестово про этот протапливают, но так, чтобы на постоянку включить, не включают. Часть мысленно.
Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this
Мне кажется, он сейчас застрелится.
did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, filled by his own hubris.
Собственной самонадеянности.
Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Ну, контрольная точка достигнута. это типа неубиваемо.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Так, это патроны для револьвера, ну, батарейки, ладно. А, патроны для ружья? Не? Ну, ладно. Не знаю, зачем мне кофе. Но, видимо, он писатель, он так видит.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Надо в первую очередь посмотреть, могу ли я здесь что-нибудь залутать. Могу ли я залутать?
It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Так, день оленя с 15 по 18 сентября. Игры, развлечения для детей. Не пропустите легендарный парад на день оленя. Что ты творишь? Идиот. Как это он так?
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Если я чпокну, да?
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Конец первого эпизода.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here.
Так, давайте минуточку паузы сделаем, ребят. А то что-то я засиделся, уже немножечко подзатекло все. Минуточка паузы. Я печенюшки распакую, перекурю и вернусь, и будем второй эпизод проходить. Не переключайтесь. Так. Паузу сделали. Можно продолжать.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Странно, что метель только тут. Тут как будто бы и нету. А тут прям вообще трэш.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Изучить. Ага, вот тут.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
She called it the clicker.
If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Когда свернул стрим. No, это...
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Вот у меня такое же было тут на днях.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here.
Короче, у одной стримерши зашел на стрим.
You should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Зашел, короче, к стримерше. У нее один из донатов, короче, стример. Вот. И что-то она отошла, я стрим свернул, там лазал по своим делам, и тут ей кто-то вот этот вот скримак скинул.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty.
Я думал, прям там закончусь.
Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Она решила, короче,
Mr.
лампы.
Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Разыскивается Ричард Бак. Брюс вернулись вовремя из туристического похода, не выходит на связь. Если увидите, позвоните. И... Только я вообще хотел вот большое вот это объявление. Разыскивается мужчина, пропал без вести. Отличительные признаки: мастер побеждать в состязаниях. Ну, такое себе.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid,
Mr.
pal.
Wake, can I help you with anything?
Watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on! The deputies...
Если голова пролезла между прутьев, то он и сам бы мог вылезть.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Там что-то светится.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something forward in an abandoned
Раунд
car.
пинать.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
А, машину-то нас разбили. Или я Коповскую должен... Ну, нет. Этот жив еще?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have
inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Пухлячок в пуховике.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car...
Wait here.
Just listen to yourself.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do you
and everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously, Al,
Wait here.
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
Кому отнести?
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Мы только что ушли из полиции. Зачем нам снова в полицию идти?
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores,
Ядовитый
poison ivy,
плющ.
God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. Real funny, Al. Real funny. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by it. I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the.
А чё, почему у меня патроны убавили?
Step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Не, ну это не интересно. У меня было 42 патрона, 41
I
патрон.
knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's
И
station.
оружие у меня только
The cops
пистолет.
wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Так, я так полагаю, все, мы уже уснули, и мы уже во сне.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one. So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark, believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Расти уже, по-моему, откинулся.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
С его ногой.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Ну, само собой, патроны у него здесь нигде не лежат. Да? Нет, вот лежат. Батарейки и патроны.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on. Rusty! Rusty! The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Что, они его съели, что ли? Может, там еще есть какие-то пятна? Есть. Так, а что вернуться? Его же нету там.
Please don't feed the animals.
А, он где-то наверху.
Is only permitted for those prisoners who purchase a park license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty, no!
Never approach closer than 100 yards. To bears and wolves, never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet alone. It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even even simple berries.
Живучая сучка. А, патроны кончились. Идеально. Один да. Так, где тут свет, говорите? Так-то, конечно, ХП восстанавливается, но... Это очень слабо. О. Рейвен, здравствуй, спасибо.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Все нормально, это просто я схожу с ума. Отлично. Так, это мне вот туда, а тут ничего нету. Желейный водопад. А, это патроны для... Угу.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Ах вы ж сучки. А, ни хрена так. А почему так до хрена-то их? Я, конечно, все понимаю, но что-то как-то прям их совсем до хрена. А сейчас было трое. А где четвертый-то? Подозрительно это все. Это исключительно высокий двугласовый пихте. Было 200 лет, когда ее свалила молния. Если верить местным легендам, она доставала верхушкой до самых звезд. Когда упавшую пихту измерили, вышло 66 метров, но без малого мировой рекорд. Верхушкой 66 метров до звезд, но норм, да. Погоди. У меня... Странно. Как-то патроны, ну, как будто бы это... Будто бы у меня минусуют патроны. Пучки. Я понял. Мне так кажется, что патронов трачу просто немеренное количество. Ну, в плане того, что их можно было бы тратить. Ай! Что-то смотрю, но у меня друзья в стиме заходят в игры, короче, все арк, кросаут, арк, контра. Потом снова арк. Задрал бросаться. Ага. Так, страница рукописи. Ну, кстати, а что там по странице? Но они все не прочитаны, это понятное дело. Вон он что, я вот здесь одну пропустил, здесь одну. Помню. Ну, пропустил, короче. Ладно. Да ладно. Как мне вас убивать-то? Ну, конечно. Ну, свет сзади есть. Это the taken, что? Нет. Нет. Ну, конечно. Что за херня? Почему вот он тут так вот быстро выдыхается? Ну, это же бред. Сори. Сори. Нет. Не. Точки. Я смотрю, Alan Wake вообще никому не интересен, да? Ну, практически. Они никак не дают добежать. Вообще никак. Сволочи. Ну, придется как-то по чуть-чуть отстреливать. Ну, а иначе я не знаю, у меня, блядь, 16 патронов, я при всем желании всех не поотстреливаю. Меня просто забивают, я даже ничего сделать не могу. Ну, двоих я отстрелил, но там еще сколько, человек 5. Вот эту кат-сцену каждый раз смотреть. Это бред. Это бред. Угу. Зачем каждый раз мне вот это вот показываете? Еще и этот и спрыгнуть нельзя. Это бред. Просто бред. Меня это дико раздражает. Прям, сука, как мне это раздражает. Ну ладно. Так получалось хотя бы хоть что-то. Ух. Это дерево, с которого был сделан этот срез, начало расти Вашингтона. Дерево повалено во время бури. Зачем, блядь, стрелять? Ну, если... Сука, как меня это бесит. Зачем во время чтения, блядь, делать активные эти кнопки стрельбы? А, они за мной идут. Так, а что я должен сделать? Ну, как бы на секундочку, у меня нету патронов. Ну понятно. Здесь этот фуникулер. Карта. Патроны-то, да? Не? Тут, да, залезь обратно. Камеру не дали повернуть.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, wake! Keep up! How's that? Bring it! Ah, damn it!
sneak right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
А как им пользоваться-то?
Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. A little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Ah! Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Fighting me! Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
А ведь ты не скажешь ему, что, чувак, типа, я типа писатель, и на самом деле это их я придумал. А зачем? Почему он не уворачивается? Ай, ладно. Давайте минутку паузы сделаем. Что-то я запарился уже с ними. Совершенно нечестная игра. Как бы нападает куча мобов, добежать не дают. Приходится только разве что через баги пробираться. Ну, бред какой-то. Адамант, здравствуй. Да нет, вроде не сплю, вот как видишь, разговариваю даже. Минутка паузы, ребят. Небольшой перекур. И вернемся, продолжим. Итак, внезапно я вернулся, внезапно продолжаем. Не сгущается.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Такой шустрый взял. Так вот легко убежал. Ясно, надо под ноги смотреть. Опять. Чё, страничка? Это какие-то гопники. Это даже не противники, а какие-то они в спортивных куртках, в кепках. А, даже так. Если они попадают на вот этот вот свет, их просто по жести ростову. Короче, дохнут они. Тут и взять нечего. Есть что. Не стрянь, пожалуйста. У него в голове, короче, карта. Он точно знает, куда надо бежать. Откуда столько? Батарейки кончились. Не знаю, зачем я эти пятна выжигаю. Но, наверное, это нужно зачем-то. Как бы неспроста же это все. Ачивка «История мистера Уэйка». Кофеёк. Думал, умру. А нет. А, добраться до верха. Зачем? Не, я, конечно, не против, но зачем? Как бы всем известно, чем выше заберешься, тем больнее падать. А, вон оно что. Чего за Darkness? Чел, погоди, у меня батарейки кончились. вопрос. На 2 мобов 5 патронов. Ну, заебись, конечно. Хотя бред, если честно.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Кофе это типа хилка или что это?
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Ну так-то да, но тут можно просто вот это вот, оно двигается. Берешь вот так вот, потом берешь вот туда, двигаешь, перелезаешь и на тачке выламываешь хуем эти ворота. Так, ну-ка в мужицком по-любому что-то должно быть. В женском-то это по-любому там только какая-нибудь помада или тушь будет. Вот телек можно посмотреть, да?
I had to find the key to the garage.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can hold nature and your soul.
погодите-ка, а может быть, а вдруг здесь... Да хотя вряд ли, откуда здесь лут может быть. Ну патроны же мне не просто так дали, да? А хотя, по-моему, мне не давали патроны. Ладно, хрен с ним. Это я так тачку разнес, что у нее двери нету? Или она изначально была? В смысле, а что, так можно было? То есть сюда как-то можно заехать, да? Садись. Ну не врезайся ты, ну давай назад, назад, вперед. Какую тачку колбасит. Нет, скорее всего, не сюда. Я понял.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Так, погодите-ка, а домик... А я этот домик осматривал уже, по-моему, да? В нем нет ничего. Хотя, сейчас еще раз посмотрю, а вдруг что положили? Пока я где-то там шарился, может, что... Так, это кружка, это все неинтересно. Вообще странно, я же... Ну, вообще странно как-то. Я вроде в них с ракетницей пальнул, и вроде все должно было быть огонь.
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though.
А что, так можно было?
Outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a lot.
Ладно, там какую-то хрень несут.
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive.
Ну, вон там куча птиц. Иди там птиц.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Что происходит? А, так тоже можно?
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Это типа конец второго эпизода, да?
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You want to say something?
Да, конец второго эпизода.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Понятно.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Ладно, ребятки, давайте на этом закончим. Мы прошли сегодня аж целых 2 эпизода. 2. Стрим у нас идет, ну, мало, конечно, всего 3 часа, но вот. И продолжим, скорее всего, завтра. Завтра продолжим Алана Вейка. А потом будет Алан Вейк Nightmare. Как он там? Алан Вейк. American Nightmare. Вот. Так что все. Всем спасибо, ребятки, кто был на стримчике. Отдельная благодарность, конечно же, тем, кто поставил лайк стримчику. И увидимся завтра. Всем спасибо, всем пока.